Baking should never be a job, it should be fun, as the more you bake, the more confident you become, and baking becomes less boring. Hello and welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and to the Ultimate Baking Series with me, Chef Afraz. Today I am going to show you a very interesting recipe of a puff pastry. A puff pastry which can be used in several other making recipes into savories or desserts. So let's go ahead and have a quick view on ingredients. To make puff pastry, I will require refined flour, butter, salt, margarine. So let's start making a puff pastry. For that, in a large bowl, I'm going to sieve the refined flour. Sieving is very important in making any type of baking, as we don't want the impurities and lumps in our dough. So after sieving this, I'm going to make a well in the center. In the well, I'm going to add some salt. And to the salt, I'm going to add butter. Then to this, I would add chilled water. And then I would whisk this so that butter and water is nicely mixed. And now once this is done, eventually you have to use your hand to bring all this together into a dough. Then I'm going to add a little water, some more water, and knead this into a semi-soft dough. So now as you can see, the dough is ready. Quickly I'm going to clean wrap this. Nicely cover this, and then you need to keep this in the refrigerator for around 7 to 8 hours. So now after keeping the dough for around 7 to 8 hours in the refrigerator, let's open this. And then I would dust my work table with some refined flour. And then I'm going to roll this into a thin rectangular sheet. Puff is made with several layers of butter or margarine. So now after rolling this, I'm going to apply margarine. This is a very simple method of layering it with margarine, or else in hotel industry, you make a slab of butter, place it inside and then roll it. But that is done with a machine. So for the housewife, this is a very simple way to make puff dough. You need to apply it generously. When putting the big block of butter inside, there are chances of the butter or the margarine to ooze out very fast, because in that case you need to maintain the temperature and the rolling skill has to be great so that the butter is intact and doesn't come out from the dough. So now once you have applied the margarine nicely, I'm going to give this a E-fold, which is bringing the edges right in the center, which is like this. And then now again I'm going to clean wrap this and then keep it back in the refrigerator for around half an hour. So now after half an hour, let's again dust our work table with some refined flour, and then again I'm going to roll this back. Now again, after rolling this into a rectangular sheet, again I'm going to apply the margarine. It is very necessary that the margarine has to be at the room temperature so that it is easy to spread. Now I'm going to fold this, but now in a different pattern, a book fold. So you need to bring the two edges in the center and then again book fold this. And now again you need to clean wrap this and keep it back in the refrigerator for around half an hour. So now after half an hour, again I'm going to open this and again I'm going to roll this. So again after rolling this, I'm going to apply margarine. Now after applying a generous layer of margarine, again I'm going to fold this into E-fold. And now again I'm going to clean wrap this and put it back in the refrigerator for around half an hour. Now again after half an hour, I'm going to open this dough. You might feel this is very time consuming. Yeah, it is, but the end result is just stunning. So again I'm going to dust some refined flour and again roll this into a thin sheet. So now again after rolling this, I'm going to apply margarine. And now finally again a book fold, dust off the excess flour. And then again one more book fold. And now again I'm going to clean wrap this and put it back in the refrigerator for around 20 to 25 minutes. So now again after half an hour, I'm going to open this and again I'm going to roll this out. Now that we have layered it with all the margarine, this time we are going to only do the fold without applying any margarine. So now after again rolling this, dust off the excess flour, and then again I'm going to do this E-fold. Press it, because this time we have not added any margarine. So just lightly roll this so that it sticks. And then again I'm going to clean wrap this and put it back in the refrigerator for around 20 minutes. So now again after 20 minutes, I'm going to open this and roll this back again. It is basically the more you fold, the more layers you will find in your pastry. So now after rolling this, a final fold, which is a E-fold again. Just lightly press it and roll this back lightly so that it sticks. And now finally I'm going to cover this and keep it back in the refrigerator for 20 minutes, and then our puff dough is ready. So now our puff pastry dough is ready. You can make several other recipes from this dough, but for now I'm just going to show you one thing, which is the normal khari, which we Indian enjoy with tea. So I'm going to cut a very small portion from the dough. You can just see the layers inside that we have got. And now I'm going to dust some refined flour. And now I'm going to roll this into 1-inch thick sheet. I'm using a very small portion just to show you how this puff pastry will come out. You can fill the pastry with different fillings and then bake it. And you can make a variety of dessert out of this. So now after rolling this, I'm going to cut the edges. And now I'm going to cut this into this much size. And now I'm going to take this on a baking tray. But before that, I'm going to grease the baking tray with little butter so that it doesn't stick. And then let's place this on the baking tray. And now let's keep this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 10 to 12 minutes. So now as you can see, the puff has nicely baked and our khari is ready. So let's quickly plate. And this one I'm going to enjoy right now with this hot tea. So basically you need to dip this into the hot tea and just enjoy. Nice, crunchy, flaky. I can't resist to finish this up. You do try this and make this at your home and enjoy with tea.